I'm going to dish on what is oftentimes a very opaque world, which is the high-end art galleries of the world. And I'm going to give you a structure for what that looks like. The first thing that I have discovered is it is 100% about finding names. In the Discord, if you come hang out with us in Art Club, you will see that I have posted a couple notes about how the gallery world functions. The names are extremely important. And I made this mistake myself that when I was thinking about approaching galleries, in retrospect, this is so dumb, but I was just thinking, oh, the galleries. I need to find the gallery names. And yes, you do. However, the people who are actually going to make things happen are the gallerists. You need to foster some kind of connection with the gallerists. And that is oftentimes a step that people miss. Like they don't realize how important it is to know the gallerists, because those are the people who are able to give you a show. But it gets a little bit more complicated than that. There is basically 8 categories of people that you need to network with: the gallerists, other artists. Artists are very important because they can also be the ones that make recommendations to the gallerists about your work. I know sometimes it's easy in a competitive field like this. We tend to think about other artists as competition. However, you can help each other. I talked to somebody the other day about a gallery that I was interested in, and they said to me, "Oh, I know the gallerist." It's like, "Oh, that's nice," because really what this comes down to, and I know this is so frustrating, is got to be in the club. You have to have somebody who is an insider to do 2 things for you: to give you insight on the types of things that people will not talk about online. Because actually, I talked to Lauren, and she told me that the way the Swanky art galleries work is the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. And that's exactly how this world functions. And so you need somebody on the inside who is going to give you all that information, because there are a lot of things that Lauren told me that I had no idea about. And I never, ever would have known about. And we'll get to that in a little bit. Gallerists, artists, curators. Curators come in different forms. There are museum curators, and then there's so many different types of museums. Some museums, like the Aldrich Museum of Contemporary Art, is only contemporary art. Same with the Whitney Museum. But then there's other places like the Met in New York, MoMA, who show both historical and contemporary artists. We also have journalists. People in the art world really care about being featured in the press. Places like Artsy, Art News, Cultured Mag, White Wall, all these places are very important to gallerists because it's where you get the visibility within the art world. Then we have art advisors. I was a little bit confused of what art advisors actually did, because they are very much a part of that world, and they are pretty much almost like an independent art consultation type of person, where they have connections with galleries and artists, and they will work with collectors to try to find pieces at galleries that suit the collector's needs. And then there's also collectors who are basically the vast majority of a gallery's sales. for these high-end galleries is collectors. These galleries are selling things for $300,000. This is not a purchase that people just casually walk in and spend money on. So a lot of the times, what galleries will do is they will have a VIP opening. So the collectors are able to preview the work before the show even opens. Now it's time to dish about what I have been up to trying to woo these swanky galleries. And I'm going to get specific.